right, DJs and Entertainment is here with DJ Shepp. What's going on, man?
What's going on, Vincent?
Oh, man, everything is good, man. It's good to finally get up with you.
Sure,
DJ Shepp, man. We want to find out, how did you get that name?
Well, man, really, I just kind of went with it, coming up DJing after high school behind you and a couple of other hot guys.
Thank you.
Actually, I started off kind of DJing, and my DJ name was DJ Earwax.
Earwax.
So I changed it from DJ Earwax to MD,
Okay.
which were my initials, and I kind of roped that into being a musical doctor.
Okay.
So after that, I was like, man, that's kind of whack. So went to the military, and out of that, guys used to call me Shepp. So I said, man, I'm just gonna be DJ Shepp and just leave it at that.
And that's
so
what stuck.
That's kind of where I just changed it and just kind of left it at that, man.
And that's what it is. Usually people give you your name, you don't give yourself your name.
Right.
It's always been.
True.
What year was that? What year was the DJ Shepp come into being?
Probably, I'd say 98, 99,
Okay.
somewhere right in there.
Okay. But you officially started DJing earlier than that.
Earlier than that,
What year
like
was
I said, doing some little stuff in the basement. I don't know if you remember the Pickets.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Rodney.
DJ Transformer, which is
Yep.
Rodney. Mark, which is MCP.
Yep.
And then Mike, I forget what Mike's name was. He was doing his own thing anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of took a liking to it after I started hanging with them a little bit after high school, man.
Right. So that was the 80s.
That was. That was.
That was the 80s.
That was.
Alright.
So yeah, did that, and actually, when I went away to the military, I ended up doing a couple house parties.
Wow.
And then that's kind of when I was like, you know what, I could kind of do this a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't as good as y'all, back then. I had my Radio Shack PV mixer.
Like everybody
with
else.
Analog needles bouncing.
Like everybody else.
So, yeah,
DJ
like
Shepp, finding out, man. We found out when you started DJing, but what about the love of music? When and how did that start?
Man, I had to say, growing up, my mom had 8 tracks and a lot of albums.
Dating yourself?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Well, I just saw them in the box. I've never seen them real for real.
Right.
Whatever. I'm just kidding. But she had those albums, Last Night, Stevie Wonder, Barry White, all those guys coming up. And I should just listen to all her music, in the basement when she told me just go somewhere and shut up. I would just listen to her music over and over again. And from then just fell in love with music, and actually kind of grew up in church. We had a little Baptist church back there in Indiana, which is where I'm from.
Okay.
Shout out to Indiana.
For sure.
That's where I'm really from. I
Right.
live here.
I didn't know that. Thought you was a KC native.
Right.
Okay.
And so actually, music-wise, growing up, my mom and my aunts and uncles, grandma and grandpa, they were all in a quartet group.
Oh, wow.
And
Name of that
so,
quartet group, you remember?
I sure don't remember what their name was.
But nonetheless.
But all of them used to play, a couple of my cousins used to play guitar, and they sang. So I kind of fell in love with church and music at the same time from that. And then going forward, it just stuck with me, playing drums in church and just being musically inclined anyway. And then, like I say, after listening to you guys and me and the Pickets used to do stuff down in the basement and
Right.
fool around and stuff like that.
Right.
Man, I've just always, in some kind of way, just been attracted to music, in just various ways. It just stuck with me from there.
Right. Now, you mentioned drums. Any other instruments that you play?
Drums were my first instrument. I don't know if you remember back in high school, I played drums and percussion.
That's right.
Marching band,
Wow.
jazz band. I did some orchestra then. So I just fell in love with several instruments, but drums were my first, and I picked up a little bit of piano.
Gotcha. DJ Shepp, man, you've talked about drums, you talked about church, you talked about DJing.
Right.
But I understand you have kind of merged the two, church and DJing.
Right.
Unpack that.
For sure. As we were talking before, I grew up in church, listening to music. Mom, even though she would party on Saturday night, we still always were made to go to church on Sunday. So
Like all of us.
I had the best of both worlds.
For sure.
Like I said, they were in a singing group back then. Music stuck with me, so I never, even when I did do a few little R&B parties here and there, the gospel still always stuck with me.
Right.
And so fast forward, me and my cousin started a little business probably about 15 years ago called Take Up Your Cross Company.
Okay.
DJing business. And that was really a motto. We wanted to stay doing like church groups and Christian weddings and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So we wanted to kind of stuck with it. And the one thing that made us really stick with that is we did a talent show off the 31st. A friend of mine was doing a talent show, and it was like high school kids,
Mm-hmm.
probably 16 plus. And it was a large venue, so we was like, oh, we'll go ahead and just do this one.
Right.
You know, again, we were primarily, he's in church too, he plays guitar for church.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I grew up in church, so again, we didn't really want to kind of mix it, but we was like, we'll just give it a try. So this is a talent show. So
Right.
what could go wrong?
Exactly.
Right? So we get there, we set up all our stuff, kids were coming in, and this was kind of when sagging pants really just first started, and
Right.
kids were coming in with sagging pants and stuff like that. And two main things with that. One of the acts was a group of about 3 guys.
Mm-hmm.
They were rapping and they just broke out, oh, y'all MFs, blah, 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 MF,
Right.
dot, dot. I mean, high school.
Right.
So I was like, me and my cousin looked at each other, like,
No.
what are we doing?
Right.
And he's like, MF this, and then after he got them, he had some skills,
Right.
but it didn't really require all that. You
Right.
know, again, a lot of this now is persona.
Right. Right.
You know,
Shock
how you
value.
present yourself or whatever. So they were trying to come off hard.
Right.
And so when this one, the leader, when he got through, he threw the mic down on the ground.
Right.
And we looked at each other like, did he just do that?
Right.
Did he just throw the mic down on the ground?
Right.
And so that was like the start of it, man. And then the last part was, this was kind of like when Sierra was first coming out. There was a young girl that was doing one of Sierra's songs.
Mm-hmm.
And again, high school, cute little girl. So she got up there, was doing Sierra dances, broke it down, thong showing,
Wow.
and the whole nine.
Right.
So that right there really touched us. And after that, we was like, we can't do that no more, because that crushed us, seeing those young people
Right.
just following those negative images that they seen on stage.
Right.
And really not knowing what it's about, because that's what they saw.
Right.
That's what they thought they should have done.
Right.
So from there on, we've done a few here and there, but we kind of regulated which ones we could do, because we really just didn't want to see that.
Right. Right.
So we kind of stuck with the Christian side.
Man, we are breaking down this DJing, gospel, and everything, and the conviction that's followed.
Yes.
What about music, man? How has that been as far as the gospel side and just being up to tempo, up to par, etc., etc.?
Probably, I would say, like after I said, I came out the military, I moved away from Kansas City, came back out of the military, and a couple friends of mine were doing a gospel skate on Friday nights out in Grandview.
Right.
And shout out to Binks.
Yeah.
And Ed O'Brien, what's up? What's up? So they started it off, and that was really a time when Kirk was real big, Mary was real
Right.
big, Trinity 5-7
Right.
was real big. We had T-Bone, Gospel Gangsters.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I'm really dating myself now.
Yes, you are.
So-
Me too.
These just people I heard about.
Right. I hear you. I feel you.
So
You Googled it.
Right. So that was really when gospel music to me was at a real good high place.
Right.
And they started off with the gospel skate, which was real popular back then. And I followed really in after their shoes.
Right.
So they kind of set up the platform. And when it was time for them to move over, I filled in. And that's what really got me started with more of Christian music.
Gotcha.
So I feel that that's really something positive for these kids to listen to.
Right.
Even now.
Even adults too, as well.
Correct.
That's true. With that, what are some of, I know you said 15 years as far as the business again started, but can you share maybe some of your 2 memorable events with your DJ career?
Oh, yeah, for sure. One going back a little bit. If you remember an artist named Tone.
Yes, I do.
Tone came to Kansas City quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I would say maybe late 90s. And he was pretty popular with some of the youth events here.
Right.
And so I got connected with a couple people, Diana Clemens and some other people.
Yep.
And she got me on one of the concerts when Tone came.
Beautiful.
And actually, a little unknown Black History fact, DJ one of his shows here, and he liked one of the songs that I brought him out on, actually.
Okay.
So after the concert, he came up and said, "Hey man, I like what you're doing. This, I'm not lying. A lot of people don't know this because I don't brag about it."
Right.
He said, "I like what you're doing, man. Can you tour? Can you do it?" I was like, "Man, I just started a job." I said, "But get in contact with me and we'll see."
Right.
He had a whole bunch of people around him, so we didn't really get to talk.
Right.
So that was, to me, that was like, okay, somebody's noticing me.
Right.
I'm not just a short guy anymore.
Right. You get some heat.
So that was pretty cool. And a couple guys they were in a group called 116. Mm-hmm. They came to Kansas City and we had a concert in across from the Nelson Arts Museum.
Gotcha.
Here off the plaza.
Gotcha.
So I got to DJ for that. A couple guys were rapping back then, Heavily Minded. Truth was on set. Trying to think. I think Flame was there. And this is way back before No Truth. No, y'all can see this. I got pictures.
Okay.
Tripley, Tadashi, them guys came to Kansas City before they got as big as they are.
Wow.
And that was one of the biggest events that I got to actually DJ for. I got to open up for them.
Wow.
And I always remember that to this day. I can't call them now because they too big.
Right,
like,
for
hey,
sure.
This is Shepp. Who? Click. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that stuck with me because that was a very important moment because even at that, we filled the park out that day.
Beautiful.
So it was full of young people and just people coming out to hear some good, positive music. And we just had a good
What's
time.
going on, man?
What's up, man? What's up? What's up?
Gospel DJ, however the title may go. With that, you've been around music. Give me an artist or a song or album or that sticks out to you, maybe your first or your most memorable.
All right, let's see. First, I'll probably have to do one in each category then. So I'll say first, it was probably Michael Jackson. And I think it was Off the Wall.
Oh, most definitely.
Off the Wall. I think that was the first one that I actually bought.
Right.
Just a classic album.
For sure.
You know, Mike was a classic performer. We can all admit
agree.
that, whether you're on the church side or the R&B
exactly.
side. We can all attest to that. So which one was that? Was my first purchase one. And then what was the other one?
Your memorable.
Most memorable one.
Yes.
Yeah. Now this is strictly for you guys. All right.
Okay. For us. Not for anybody. Exclusive.
Right here.
Exclusive.
Was Prince, 1999.
Oh boy. So all right, why does that stick out to you?
Those are just my first two.
Okay.
When I was old enough, I think to select my own music.
Right.
And then purchase it off my lawnmower yard money. Then those were the first two that I went out and got. Now my mom she's a little skeptic about Prince, especially.
Sure. Right.
Mike,
Everybody.
she was cool with. Mike, she was cool with. But Prince, she's like, why do you like him? He has on blouses and stuff.
The music,
like,
baby. The music.
I like the Corvette. I don't know.
Right. The music.
And so I think those two primarily because I was at the age where I was starting to make my own decisions.
Right, for sure.
And stuff like that.
But DJ Shepp.
Yes, sir.
Yes, matter of fact, we're zooming out a little bit. He's sitting at the keyboard now.
Right.
Boom. We don't have nothing lit up right now. But anyway, we want to find out, man, how can people get in contact with you? And also, what are you doing now?
Contact me, DJ Shepp on Facebook. I'm on there quite a bit looking at other people's stuff, so you can stay with me. And also on Instagram.
Okay. Same thing, DJ Shepp.
Same thing on Instagram, yeah, pretty much.
What are you doing now?
Now, as we've been talking, I do weddings. And where we want to do the outreach for the most part is we have a lot of church people who have weddings and not really have a DJ that kind of fits into the category of church.
Right.
So we do some for like our friends and adults that don't want all the drop it like it's hot music,
Gotcha.
so to speak.
Right.
So we will do some of those, but we primarily try to reach out to church people who want some good music, we do some slow dances, line dances, kind of at the weddings and stuff like that.
Right.
So we kind of reach out to them. But of course, during this time frame, nobody's been doing nothing.
Nope.
So
C19.
hopefully this summer we'll pick back up. As we were talking, I did get a couple events coming up here in July.
Beautiful.
So we're looking forward to that. And just everybody needs to do something because we've been up in the house too long.
we need to get out.
Get together and have a good time.
Sure.
We enjoy good music. So even events that we do that are not necessarily churchy,
right.
Just some people want some good music.
Right.
My cousin is a little older than me. He helps me run the business. And he's more familiar with Marvin Gaye, and some of those type of people. You want some soul, old school music,
right?
Gap band, Dash band. He kind of does more of that stuff. I'm 116 for life, baby. So I kind of try to stay on that end. But we'll work with you.
For sure. Well, DJs and Entertainment thanks you. You have been officially documented. Please tune in. Vincent Irving, aka DJ V, on YouTube. Yes. Thanks, bro. DJ fam, DJ and Entertainment fam, hope everything is well with you. C19 has been challenging. Interviews, getting documents together, but I'm not giving up. Everything is still rolling. It may be rolling slow, but it is still rolling. Coming up, hope you enjoyed the interview with DJ Shepp. We have pioneer and entrepreneur of LC3 Entertainment coming soon. We also have Mr. Entertainment Kansas City, very iconic legend, coming up very soon as well. Stay tuned so you can find out who that is. I appreciate everyone's support, sharing. I'm asking, please subscribe. Continue to subscribe. I need that. I'm trying to get some other things rolling as well. So your subscription means so much to me. Leave comments, etc. Thank you very much.